Now, for what I understand, eyelashes are one of your favorite makeup topics, and you make women look very beautiful when you apply these eyelashes. And what I wanted to know was, from a makeup artist's perspective, as far as everyday wear is concerned, would you recommend that women buy lashes or that they put mascara on their natural lashes?
Well, I'm going to say both. Like I said before, I believe very much in customizing my advice and my professional opinion to each individual woman or man in some cases. And, me personally, I feel like I like to be a little more dramatic every day. So when I'm not, wearing a lot of mascara, I'll put fake lashes on. But I have a lot of experience with them personally, so it's easy for me, and it just makes me feel glamorous. Some women don't like that. Some women feel it's too much for them. They don't have the patience. That's what I hear a lot. I don't have the patience to put them on every day. To say, okay, well, what can we do to utilize your natural beauty and your natural lashes? So, maybe a growth serum or, conditioner, and just, building, using different products. It's very much trial and error. But there's so many options now with lashes, and it fascinates me because I grew up with my mom always wearing her mascara a very special way. I mean, she would take at least a half an hour to do her mascara, believe it or not. And it was just so, like, nothing that anybody had seen before. I can't really describe it, but it was very thick, and each lash had a ton of mascara. It was very separated. It was really cool. And so I grew up being fascinated with lashes, and also my mom used to wear a lot of fake lashes, so I was surrounded by that. So I was used to, like, diversity in the lash looks. And I'd say over the last, 5 years, with the growth of Pinterest and Instagram, lashes have really had their moments. And now they're doing lash extensions, which is something that I do outside of one of the spas in, a higher-end neighborhood not far away. So, there's lash extensions you can do with, individual lashes, one-on-one. Then there's just the fakes that last for 2 weeks. Then there's the strip that lasts for a day. Then there's lip, primers. And there's so many different options. But, my thing is, do your research and try. It's very much trial and error.
Oh, that's good advice. Now, I saw a YouTube video where you talked about eyelashes, and you said that the number 43 from MAC was your favorite at the time. Now, that was in 2013. Is the number 43 still your favorite, or have you found maybe want to replace it for now, or maybe you go back and forth?
I kind of go back and forth, but I do in recent times really enjoy a company called Da Vinci Lashes. They make fantastic lashes, and also Ardell. Ardell is literally a drugstore brand, and I like that because the everyday woman could just go in for $5. It's super reasonable, and just grab a pair, either the individual ones or the strips. Ardell, to me, is the best on the market.
Now, you're a very busy woman, and in your YouTube video, you said that you've put your eyelashes on while you were in the train.
Yes.
Where's the craziest place that you ever had to apply your lashes or do your lashes in general?
Ooh. That's a good question. There's been so many crazy places. Probably airplane.
On an airplane?
Yeah. I'd say on an airplane. Always en route. Either in my car. I'm always putting lashes on, obviously as the passenger, never as the driver. But I would say either the airplane, next to a complete stranger, or the train. Because it's funny, people watch, and it's almost like you're putting on a show for them. It's very funny. People look at you like you're a little crazy, but I've gotten jobs from it. No joke. I've done my makeup on the train, and I have gotten clients from it. because they're impressed. They're like, wow, if you could do that while you're moving, imagine what you could do when you're not. So it works out well for me.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Now, you're competing in the NPC bikini contest, and one of the biggest trends among celebrities as well as everyday women is something called a waist trainer, which is basically like you could say like a new version of the corset. What are your thoughts on waist training? And have you ever done it?
I have done it. I totally believe in it. I mean this in the most humble way, but I do already have a very tiny waist, so I can say it's helped me in my prep, but I haven't had to utilize it as much as maybe somebody else who, if that's like a troubled area, but it absolutely works. The thing I like about it is it's very versatile. Like now the colors, I mean, when I first started getting into training, about more than 10 years ago, see, like 14 years ago, I started working out. And I remember they only had like black one. It was very plain. It was ugly. It was just, and I would put it under my clothes, to give myself a better figure. Now it's just, with all the Kardashians wearing them and celebrities like you mentioned, there's so many colors and people wearing them out. I've seen people wear them out. So I definitely wear mine a lot more, but you definitely can get results from it. I don't recommend sleeping in it. And be sure, my best advice would start with a bigger size and work your way down. I think a lot of girls, they get overzealous and they're like, okay, well, I want to be an extra small, and you could squish your organs with that. It could be dangerous. So you definitely want to, do your research and maybe go with a larger size at first and work your way into a smaller one.
Oh, that's definitely very important to know. That I don't think a lot of women really think about that when they put on the waist trainer, the fact that it could be somewhat dangerous if not used properly, and that they could internally hurt themselves. I'm glad that you mentioned that. And unfortunately, we're almost out of time, but I did have one more question for you, which was, now, one of the reoccurring themes on reality TV is celebrities competing to win money for a selected charity. And I know you've done work, for all sorts of charities, from breast cancer awareness, 9/11, the Epilepsy Foundation, and so on and so forth. Now, if you were on a reality TV show where you were competing for $1 million for a charity, the stipulation was that you could only choose one charity. Which one would it be and why?
I
know that must be a really hard question.
That is a really hard question because I'd want to give all my money to everybody. But I would definitely say the Diabetes Foundation, because my older sister suffers from diabetes, and it's taken a toll on her. She has a type 1, so she has the pump and everything, and it's a difficult it's a difficult way of life, and I think people, they don't realize how tough diabetes is, and people die from it. And a lot of people in my family have it. A lot of people I know have it. So I feel like that would be the charity I would give to.
Well, that's definitely a good place to donate some time and some research into to help people with diabetes. A lot of people are walking around with it for years, and they probably just think that it's something else that they have, but they didn't get diagnosed. And I think that's actually a great one to choose from. And I want to thank you, Melissa, for calling into my show. You were a great guest, but before you go, I wanted you to let everybody know where they can find you online to work with you or to listen to your music, all of your social media accounts that they can follow you on, and your website.
Great. Thank you so much. I just want to say you were fantastic. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored. So you guys can reach out to me in a lot of different ways. So Melissa Fiore, that's 1 L, 2 S's, Fiore.net. All my information is there, my bio, pictures, contact information, so you can email me directly there. My Instagram is BKItalian_Barbie. Facebook is Melissa Fiore. My makeup Facebook is Beauty for All Occasions by Melissa Fiore. Twitter is, my handle is Melissa Fiore NYC. And I believe that's it for my social media. So, right, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, keep up with all of them. But yeah, if any of you have questions, you want to reach out about, the music industry, acting, singing, whatever it is, I am 24 hours available, and I love to help people as much as possible, answer any questions, and inspire people. So please reach out. I'm always here.
Wow. Thank you so much for calling in. And in the future, if you have time, we can set something up. If you don't mind, I would love to speak with you again. I had a ton more questions to ask you, but unfortunately we're out of time. But thank you so much for calling in, Melissa.
My pleasure. Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Melissa Fiore from Seven Seas Records. She's a singer, an actress, a model, a makeup artist. I mean, she does it all. She was a great guest. And I hope to interview her sometime in the future because, I just had so many other questions. I mean, she has so many different careers. She's just doing so many different things. And unfortunately, this is the end of the show. But until next time, Meet Magazine Interviews radio show on Blog Talk Radio. Just type in Meet Magazine Interviews on blogtalkradio.com. You can also catch this interview in parts on YouTube. Just type in Meet Magazine Interviews Melissa Fiore. And just let me know what you think in the comments section, either on YouTube or on Blog Talk Radio, preferably on YouTube because there's more of a chance we'll see it there. Just let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Meet Magazine.